640 by 360, which is a 16 by 9 sort of standard monitor size these days resolution. So for that, we'll do 640 by 360 pixels. We'll do an exact size. I actually usually work bigger, but for the sake of memory, because it's being a pain in my ass. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to the background layer, because you notice you got your background layer. We're going to double click on it. What that does, it allows us to rename it. We're just going to leave it layer 0. It's no longer a background layer. Background layer, you can make it invisible, but you can't delete it, right? So, cool, right? So now, here's the neat part. We're going to go to Image, Canvas Size, Relative. We're going to set it to pixels. And we're going to add 50 pixels per side. Not precisely what we're going after in terms of proportion, but it doesn't matter. It's to frame that this 16 by 9 area, right? So you could make it anything you want. If you wanted it wider than it was tall or whatever, as long as it is larger and fully encompasses the area you're trying to cover. So right now, this layer 0 represents what our screen will be, and if you want to make it easier to see, we'll go ahead and do the paint bucket and fill it. Oop, wrong layer. And fill it in, just so you can see it, right? Okay, so now we have layer 1, which is empty. There's nothing in layer 1. So you turn off layer 0, there's nothing in layer 1. There's a lot of things we can do. The easiest way to do it, since we've got the empty space, you go back to layer 0, you click with your magic wand tool in the empty space, go back to layer 1, choose a color, any color you like. Maybe you like red, I don't know. You're back on layer 1, you have your marquee, you fill it in. Now, you can go to your blending options, go to bevel and emboss, make it as tall or however as you like. You can do a hard chisel or a soft chisel. I tend to like the way the look of the hard chisel. We'll say 7 pixels because that's nice and even all the way around. So now you have a nice frame to go around it. Control D to get rid of your marquee. Now, here's the cool part. That's a plain red box. It's kind of interesting, but we'll... let me find something for a texture. You add some texture to it, you get some visual interest without detracting too much from anything. So go to my pictures, go to my reference. Let's go with... Actually, this would be very cool. No, we're not going to do that. One of my favorites. Everybody knows this is one of my favorites. The old dirty concrete. So we're going to copy a section out of the dirty concrete. We're going to paste it in. Now here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make it a workable size by pressing Control T to shrink it down. Enter to lock it in place. We're going to hold our Alt button. And we're going to click on the line between layer 1 and layer 2. Cool, right? That makes layer 1 a clipping mask for layer 2, meaning nothing will show outside of the limits that you have painted in layer 1. Now, remember we had it red, we wanted to keep it red, so instead of normal, what we can do, there's a couple things we can do. There's 3 I go to, usually. There's multiply, which looks pretty freaking awesome, truthfully. There's overlay, which is less awesome. It's a lot more subtle in this case. And then there's luminosity, which is also kind of interesting. I kind of dig that one. But we'll go back to multiply. I like the way multiply looked. Now, there's a couple of things to do. Like if you look on my cam, hello Bella, she's trying to sneak up on me, but the cam gave her away. I have kind of a honeycomb effect going on. Yes, hello, we're almost done. And this is what I have to deal with all the time. She's rotten. Yeah, you are. Her engine's running. I don't know if you can hear it. Yeah. All right, back in the chair with you while I'm working. There's a couple things you can do. Save, send to me, thanks. Yeah, Bella's intruding. What are you doing? Shuffle off. So a couple things we can do if we wanted to do something interesting. You guys see my little hex thing I've got going on. If you just wanted a simple window, say, what we can do is easiest way to do it, really. We'll click layer 0. We'll go to the magic wand tool. That highlights that rectangle, that area we're trying to work, right? What we'll do, we'll go to select. We'll modify it. We'll expand it by 3 pixels. That just make sure it's good and under the frame, right? And we'll do a Control-Shift-N for a new layer. And anything you want to do at this point is fair game. One of the big things I do sometimes is endure the cat who wants affection while I'm doing it. You guys, yeah, you can see her. She's barely in the corner there. She's making it hard to draw. Bella, can you get on the back of the chair, please? You're killing me. Killing me, woman. You're killing me. One of the big things I like to do like broken glass and this sort of thing. Oops. So we'll just draw in some broken glass. Right? And always zoom in to work in detail. Drop down our opacity. We'll go to that one, which isn't so much affected by much of anything really. Size and pressure. All right. So there we have some very simple broken glass. And we'll use the eraser tool to clean that up a little bit. Now, we don't need that background, right? So we just turn that off. You go to File, Save for Web. We've already got it the right size, or the right proportion, or the proportion we're going to use it. You're going to want to save it as a PNG file because you want that transparency preserved. So you save the PNG file. In this case, we'll call it example cam frame. All right, now you go to your stream overlay. You go to add, go to image, xcam fur. You guys can't see it. Bring it in. Wow, that is not the last place I looked. Crazy insane. Frame stuff, example. I gotta find it again. And cover mine. And we'll move it over here. Got a little carried away there. There we go. And there you go. That's it. That's all there is to it. Easy peasy. You're totally lost. Watch the VOD back. It's the last few minutes of the stream. And I'll do stuff like this more often as well. But there you go. That's real simple. You see the little broken glass in the corner down there. I guess I could do it. I could say broken glass like here-ish. It's subtle. You can't really pick it up because I did it real light. But so yeah,